It was really scary.
It looks scary.
Yeah, because it was like kind of dark back there, and you were like, you just had like the light from your phone on your face. Interesting.
Interesting.
Interesting. Frightening.
I'm frightening. I'm frightened.
We don't have a bed over here for her. Oh. Is she gonna go to it?
Oh. Is it close enough is the question.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out.
I did kind of just shove it back there.
Yeah, shove it in. Huh?
Yeah?
S.
Soup.
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 Hello, everybody. Welcome back to SMSoup, the #1 podcast with soup in the name, but not on the brain. I am Spencer.
And I'm Shelby.
Together, we're here to take you on a journey through life's biggest questions, like, waiter, would you rather?
Uh-oh.
Shelby, how are you?
I'm pretty good. Don't really have any fun updates. At least none that are coming to me. I'm sure they'll come to me as soon as you start talking. So how are you?
I'm good.
That's good.
Can't complain. Can't complain too much. The only thing I can complain about, actually,
Okay.
is that we could not, for the life of us, come up with an idea on what to talk about
That is true.
this week.
It's been a multiple day conundrum.
So I Googled craziest. And Google did us a favor.
It's talking to us.
The search engine did us a favor and autofilled my search
Okay.
and came up with craziest would you rather questions.
Okay.
And then the first thing was Reddit, because Reddit is obviously great.
Obviously.
The first result was, what is the hardest to answer would you rather that you have ever heard?
Ooh.
On the subreddit r/AskReddit.
Okay.
And I thought, Shelby, these are the hardest that people have been asked. I think that you and I can tell everybody the easiest, most obvious response to each and every one of these. And we'll prove that they aren't that hard.
For sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
So first up,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, are you in?
I'm in.
Do you like this?
I like this.
This is good enough for you?
This is good.
I think this is
great, honestly.
I think this is like good for, it's the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But people who are listening to this might be maybe getting ready for a new step in life, like starting a new job.
Sure.
Or potentially like on their way to college, or maybe they're changing schools, or maybe they have to go to camp. Now they're going to have all these fun questions.
Did you ever have to go to camp?
No.
Yeah.
Shelby, we like grew up together.
I know. I'm asking.
Don't you think you would have known that?
I don't know.
You
Maybe something secret happened and you didn't want me to know.
You don't think like
maybe
one like
what happens at camp stays at camp.
Yeah, but you don't think there would have been like a story worthy experience?
I don't know.
I feel like anybody who goes to camp has at least one decent story from camp that they can like brag about.
Sure.
Like touched a boob.
Ooh. Fun. So I'll take that as a no. You've never touched a boob.
Never touched a boob. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
For the hardest?
Yeah.
Would you rather questions?
Yeah.
Shelby, would you rather be on death row for a crime you didn't commit and the most important person in your life is free, but they committed the crime? Or would you rather be free, but the most important person in your life is on death row for a crime you committed?
Oh. Ooh. Even though the guilt would wreck me, I'm gonna be bold here.
You'd rather be free?
I'd rather be free.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guilt would probably eat me alive. Like, I don't think I would live a long, happy life after that, you know?
Yeah.
But I just know myself, and I think I obviously would just rather be free, you know?
Yeah. No, I think
mean,
that's fair.
who really wouldn't?
Yeah. No, 100%.
Truthfully. It's just a fuzz.
Oh, okay.
Do you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah, I would rather be free.
Yeah,
100%.
of course, right?
Yeah.
Because even though you can feel
You think I'm going down for something I didn't do?
Exactly. Regardless of the guilt of you putting someone else in that situation, that kind of is the worst thing for you to be in that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the main
Because you
character.
didn't do it. Exactly. Because you didn't do it. Easy. Like, we're both like, if one of us commits a crime, we're throwing the other under the bus.
Yep. Pretty much. All right. Well, no. I mean, if the would you rather be, if it was like be on death row for a crime you committed,
right,
or be free, and the most important person,
right,
to you is on death row for
or
the crime you committed, I would rather
it's a very different
it be
question.
me.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, I would still prefer to be free, but
right. In that moment, I can be a little rational.
The most important person part really, really helps sway me.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather that all songs exist, but they're performed by Pitbull, or only one Pitbull song exists, but it's performed by every artist with their own cover interpretation?
Stop. That's so funny. I would need it to be one Pitbull song exists and every artist has their interpretation of it. Because I'm going to be honest, I will stop listening to music if all I hear is Pitbull all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was a big 2010s cover YouTube person. I can do it.
One Pitbull song.
I interpret it as we are going to hear.
There's only one song.
We are going to hear a single song for the rest of eternity.
And it's a Pitbull song.
But everyone else. But
everybody else sings it.
Yeah.
And you'd prefer that.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's fun, but yes.
Yeah.
Because
I wouldn't want to listen to just Pitbull.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. All right.
I can't even think of a Pitbull song, but I know it would be hell. It would not be good.
Fireball.
Oh, God.
Right.
Acoustic sad girl version of Fireball.
Yeah. Wow. Terrible.
Pitbull's take on Weezer.
Also bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody being able to, I think all artists still existing rather than all songs still existing is the right way, though.
Yeah. Yep.
But very tough. Would you rather have penis-sized nipples?
I'm assuming we're talking average
or
size. Or
nipple-sized penis?
Well, someone who doesn't have a penis.
Uh-huh. Would you want to have a nipple-sized penis?
Nipple-sized penis. Or penis-sized
nipples. It's annoying that this got 30,000 upvotes because this is a terrible. Would you rather?
Nipple-sized. A nipple-sized penis is just gonna be like. I feel like it's just gonna give off the impression of an enlarged clit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, it's not huge,
uh-huh,
unless you have a naturally large nipples. So honestly, give me the nipple-sized penis because I don't want two hot dogs hanging off my chest.
Great response of doesn't matter since they're both the same size.
What?
This person was claiming that their penis and their nipples all were the same size.
Really?
That's the joke I think they're making.
Uh-huh.
Are you good?
Yeah. My brain was like, we need to study this person. What? But I get it. Yeah.
Okay. This one's good though. Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time?
Wait, what would you want?
I hate the question.
Well, yeah, it's a dumb question.
I was just trying to move beyond it, but you really stayed with it.
Well, because I was thinking about it.
I think penis-sized nipples.
Really?
Yeah.
See, all I'm picturing is that they're like dangling off of you. That's all I'm picturing.
Yeah.
And like, where do you put them?
I don't think they're shaped like a penis, though, right? Like, I think they're
But then what in them is that size?
Again, I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I'll try to stop thinking about it.
Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time or by people who complain all the time?
Oh, God. I actually think I'd rather be around people who brag all the time.
I think brag all the time.
As much as that would also drive me insane. But then you just like match. No, that would be annoying. I was going to say you could just match their energy and try to outbrag them, but then you're also annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think by okay, here. Someone who brags all the time, you can still shit on them. Because it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
If they're still bragging all the time, it's not like you're going to destroy their ego.
Right.
Complaining all the time and then shitting on someone, that's a real hit.
Yeah.
Regardless if they need to hear it or not, that's a hit to the ego. So you can keep being a dick to people who brag all the time. You have to tiptoe on being a dick to people who complain all the time.
Yeah, because people who complain all the time are just like miserable.
Right. Exactly.
Like, it just doesn't matter. You can't put a positive spin on anything.
Right.
Whereas somebody who brags, like, annoying, sure.
Mm-hmm. There's something to work
downer.
There. Yeah, there's something to work with there. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. These are not very hard to answer questions.
Very easy.
I've actually had very confident ideas on all of them.
Would you rather have All Star by Smash Mouth play every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you hear All Star by Smash Mouth?
Interesting. How many times do I hear that song?
And how often do you orgasm? Never. So you probably would want the second
every time
one.
I hear a song. The question is,
I come home from work in a world where you're home before me, and then I also don't work from home. I come home from work, and just upstairs, I very faintly can hear, "All that glitters is gold, only shooting stars."
You roll your eyes, and you're like, "God damn it, she's at it again."
Fourth time this week.
Would you have to forever swear off Shrek? Would you have to forever swear off Shrek by choosing the every time you hear the song?
Again, like, it's not like that's not that challenging. Some people have a weird obsession with Shrek.
Yeah.
I probably haven't watched Shrek in like 15 years.
Correct.
So like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't hear that song that often. However,
I do only hear it in public though, and that would be a problem.
It is a, I'll put air quotes, party song, like a gathering song.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the song, so it's a safe song to put on.
That could be part of the thrill, though.
It's not safe anymore.
Sure.
But yeah, it could be part of the thrill.
God. Again.
Also, would you rather have, like, it plays every time? So is this just like one of those things where it's like you're just hearing it internally?
That would be kind of crazy. Less outwardly embarrassing.
Right.
But kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think fuck it. Play it every time I orgasm.
Right. So because you'll never hear it. So I think that's the route I would go, with the assumption that it's like all internal.
I like the idea that it's not all internal. It actually only plays on an old like CD player, portable radio, and a whole crowd comes running in to wherever. They drop the radio, they hit play, and then they all start breakdancing. Every time.
No. Okay. Would you rather fight 200 third graders or a bear with sharks for arms?
With sharks for arms?
Yeah.
Because the bear wasn't hard enough.
Right. If anything, I think the sharks are actually a disadvantage
a hindrance
for
to the bear. Agreed. It's not meant. How is it moving? It's gonna be stuck. Also, which arms? All of them?
It's a good question. I'm gonna assume.
Is it an immobile bear with four sharks snapping?
It's calling the like
front
arms. Back would be legs.
Sure. 200 third graders.
Yeah.
Fight them.
Yeah.
Or a bear with sharks for arms.
Yeah.
Probably the third graders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I like, even though, again,
200 third graders
just,
would definitely, like, it's just a numbers game at that point. You're going to get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You're going to go down.
Yeah.
You're going to go down in either one of these.
Yeah.
Anybody who, you know,
but way
has
less
the hubris
bloody
to think.
in the third graders instance.
Well, for you, maybe, yeah.
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 It's just like a bear now has sharks for arms.
That is the question.
How are you approaching that bear?
Carefully.
They just like tripled the amount of teeth that are now in front of you.
So yeah, carefully.
Again, I'm imagining it basically renders it borderline immobile. But even still, if you have to fight it, there are 3 snapping mouths coming at you.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Right. Like, were we just laying on the beach,
like,
and all of a sudden a bear with 2 shark arms comes rising out of the ocean? It's like the worst version of Jaws you've ever seen. Like, what are we talking?
I feel like your fists, right?
Yeah.
Your fists can do damage to another person.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, especially a third grader, it's like your fists and you're, like, kicking
They're
and stuff
like
that.
half your size.
You can take out a few, right?
Yeah.
Your fists aren't going to do shit to a bear.
Exactly. I know. That's what I'm like. I don't even the idea of 1 versus 200. I don't need to look that in the face and accept my death before I even like do anything. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a bitch. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and claim I have the ability to take that on.
But somebody would.
I know.
Somebody would claim to have that ability.
I know.
And like,
also my favorite idea that comes to my brain when I'm thinking of 200 third graders is like the first one that you can really get a good grip on. You gotta just
swinging.
Windmill.
Yeah. You can try and do some damage for sure.
They're still gonna take me down.
Also,
I'm not
like,
denying that.
What's the average? You know, like, is it just like the median third grader or the mean third grader, or is it genuinely like just a wide array? Because there are some third graders who are like, you're a middle schooler.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
You're gonna hurt me.
Yes.
And then there are some third graders who are like, did you even get out of kindergarten yet? I'm gonna drop kick you to the moon.
Right. I know. It's also, I love the idea that like, is it kind of like a secret agent situation? Like a sleeper agent? Like all these third graders were just activated.
Just like, they're all like on the playground, and then it's just like
they all slowly
a siren and they stand and turn. And you're just in the field. You're like waving a mace. They all just start sprinting at you.
Like what? Like, I just love the idea that 200 third graders get the immediate bloodthirst for your ending of existence.
Yeah.
Very funny.
This one's fun. This one, this person said it came from their 4-year-old daughter who said,
Incredible.
would you rather never be able to wear clothes or always have itchy allergy eyes?
Ooh, that's a
Two
good
things
one.
that aren't like even closely related.
No, but both very uncomfortable.
But both inconveniences.
Yeah, definitely. I would never be able to wear clothes.
You would rather never be able to wear clothes.
Over itching my eyes all the time, yes.
I guess how bad is the itchy allergy eyes?
I mean, I haven't had allergies in like 20 years, but
yeah,
I don't remember it very fondly if I'm being... And when I watch people...
you had allergies?
As a
and
kid.
then what, you just got rid of them?
Yeah, I threw them out the door. No, I just grew out of it.
You grow out of allergies?
It was like seasonal allergies. I took medication as a kid, and then at a point, we just realized I didn't need it. I wasn't reacting to spring anymore. That was it.
I thought you could develop them. I didn't think you could just get rid of them.
Again, I had really mild, like seasonal.
So fake?
Yeah, I faked it every year.
That sounds about right.
No, but when I watch someone experience allergies, I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
The itchy, uncomfortable. I know they specified eyes, but like runny nose.
Well, what about when you see somebody not able to wear clothes?
When I see someone not able to wear clothes,
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen that. Not able to.
Right.
I do think it would change a lot about my day-to-day life.
I don't think you'd be able to really go anywhere.
I don't think I'd be able to really go anywhere.
Or do much of anything.
Because that first time you get arrested for public indecency and you're like, sir, I can't
And now
wear clothing.
And now you're on death row for a crime you didn't commit.
I was given a what's the question called? I was given a would I rather scenario.
And this is what I chose.
This is what I chose.
And they're gonna go, what was the alternative? Also public indecency? And you're gonna go, no, my eyes just would have itched.
Yeah. And they would have said
and they would probably kill you on the spot.
That's possibly true.
Yeah.
But
I think I'd go for the itchy eyes. Because you can still function.
Kinda. That would drive me insane.
I wouldn't be able to function if I wasn't wearing clothes because my penis is the size of a nipple.
Then you wouldn't be able to function because of that?
Yeah.
Why?
The embarrassment would just...
Well, it's like, it's almost like camouflage. You won't have to worry about it. There's no indecency if you can't see it. Would you rather
fight Mike Tyson once or talk like Mike Tyson for the rest of your life?
Who is Mike Tyson? He didn't invent chicken nuggets?
Would you rather a cat with a human face or a dog with human hands?
Definitely a dog with human hands. Because can you imagine if you asked for shake?
And a whole hand? A
whole hand
a business deal just happened.
Also, don't need cats to have any more power than they already do.
Yeah. A cat with a human face. I think
they would emote way too much.
You could flip it too, like a cat with human hands versus a dog with a human face. I would choose the cat
with the hands.
Yeah.
Give me the hands.
I don't need a human face on animals.
Yeah, no, that would be really freaky. I don't like it. Because also, you're saying just a human face, but they are still making the noises of the animal. That's so unhinged.
I will say, just thinking about our dog. Milady having human hands
would be the worst thing. Would be the worst
because she gets very
she needs to be in contact with you at all times.
So a hand
on your leg.
Hate her rough paws, but her hand, all of a sudden grabbing you.
You think she'd have really clammy hands?
Probably.
Yeah, she's an anxious girl. Our dog has clammy hands.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I just read ahead. This next one is insane.
Okay.
But very easy.
Okay.
Super easy.
Yeah.
Not a hard question
Can't
at
wait.
all. Would you rather change gender every time you sneeze?
Oh, man.
Or not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby?
10 out of 10, not be able to tell the difference between a muffin and a baby.
It's so funny because I don't like babies. And I can just commit to never eating muffins again, so that way I don't accidentally eat somebody's baby.
Right.
But just the idea of somebody being like, and this is Johnny, and being like, yeah, that's a muffin.
I think it would be along the lines of colorblind, really colorblind people, if you trust their partner to help them with an outfit. You'd start reaching for a muffin and you'd look to me and be like just give me the look of what am I reaching for right now? And I'd have to really subtly shake my head and be like, stop reaching. You're reaching for a baby. You're reaching for a baby.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to put trust in the people around you.
Yeah.
But also I will say changing gender every time you sneeze is very funny. Specifically because I know you sneeze a lot in succession.
Yeah.
And so that would be hysterical.
So my question is, the only thing that's the main holdup for that and is the reason why I would shy away from that one is to what degree am I changing gender, right? Do I still look exactly like me and the only thing that's changing is my genitalia?
Yeah.
Or am I now
and it's all nipple size, to be clear.
To be clear. Or am I now really hot? Because me right now, ugly woman. Right?
Okay.
But if all of a sudden I'm hot,
right,
I might be in for this.
But you would change back when you sneeze again.
The next time I sneeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would truly enter my bi era.
You'd keep going outside trying to find the sun so you can sneeze again.
Come on.
I really need a win today. No, I love the idea of confusing a muffin for a baby. And someone who has no idea that this is something you've elected to have in life. you have to play it really cool around them and just hope by context clues you're able to figure out if they're holding a muffin or a baby.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Oh, man. Sorry,
No, you're fine.
I'm trying to find another good one.
I always I'm laughing at like
some of these are
the thing about the would you rathers I would say I was asked as like a kid and preteen. It was always just let me think of the two most disgusting things that you obviously don't want to experience.
Yeah.
So the answer is you want to do neither.
Yeah.
But you have to pick one. Whereas these, a lot of them are like funny, or there's actually something of a hint of a moral question in them versus just let me put you in two disgusting, if not borderline torturous scenarios and force you to pick one.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of doing Saw to you as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody like pointed out that they regretted clicking on this Reddit thread because they said, I regret clicking on this thread more than I have anything in a long time.
Whoa.
And then they came back clearly and edited it because they received like a Reddit award thing.
Okay.
Like people can like give you, if they really liked your comment, somebody can give you like silver or something.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a way to like take it to the top.
Sure.
And they came back and edited it to like thank whoever.
Sure.
They just said like thanks for the silver, whoever gave it to me. By far my most popular comment, and it's on a thread dominated by incest scenarios. And I have to be honest, I am weeding through like just like you said, like people just like saying the most heinous stuff where it's just like neither. I don't want to do either of those.
Right.
Give me something fun. Like, would you rather have everyone twice your age and older talk like an adult from Charlie Brown, or everyone half your age and younger talk like a minion?
Minion. They already sound like that to me.
Big dog. But keep in mind,
it's
half your age and younger. So right now, it's 14-year-olds and younger.
Yeah, I'll stand by what I just said.
When you are 60, 30-year-olds will sound like minions.
They'll be in a business meeting.
Which is also maybe fine.
And they'll be like, hey, this new person.
And I guess we'll say round up.
That's fair. I think that's fair. Yeah, give me minions. That's so funny to me. I guess, yeah, it would kind of lose its effect the older you get.
Because, like, once you're...
Yeah.
The only problem is that, like, you'll never be able to understand your parents.
Right.
Until you are, like, 40, basically. If the average parent is, like, 30.
Yeah.
When they have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that can, like, really fluctuate,
right?
But if your parent is 30 years on you,
yeah,
you won't be able to understand them until you are 30 yourself.
That's
obviously.
crazy.
But even then they're double your age, so you'd actually need to get to like 35 or 30, 31, 32 technically,
right,
to finally be able to understand your parents who are in their 60s.
You'd have so much catching up to do.
You would. You'd have a lot of catching up to do. I would imagine it would be like a great reunion.
The thing that's funny, though, is in a very stereotypical sense, I know this isn't true. If you choose the minion, you can never order fast food ever again.
Yeah.
I know that's not true across the board.
Yeah.
But in like a lot of instances, it's normally younger people working those jobs. Like a lot of wait staff, a lot of fast food employees.
I mean, again, for now, you'd actually be fine.
For now, but in a little bit.
I mean, I know the children yearn to flip burgers, but and drive shareholder value.
But in like 15 years.
Yeah, in 15 years.
You're not going to be able to go get food anywhere. Not anywhere, but a lot of places.
No, nowhere. You're going to have to go to geriatric only restaurants. Would you rather have sex with a hot female body and Garfield the cat head, or a hot female head with a Garfield body. If you choose Garfield head, it will be loudly meowing the entire time. It's just stupid.
That's very stupid. I mean, the meowing the whole time is kind of funny, but otherwise.
Oh, this is a good one. Get stuck at all red lights in traffic or have incredibly slow internet, as in dial-up slow, after dark.
Oh. Ooh, that's a hard one. I already feel like I hit most red lights. I know that's not true, but
I think I'd rather hit every red light.
I think I'd rather hit every red light. I can just stop driving. Or mentally prepare myself for twice the commute it should take.
Yeah. This person said after a while you'd get used to it and just account for the extra time.
Yep.
Or take routes with less lights.
Yep.
Which, yeah.
Literally.
Precisely. You can't get used to slow internet.
You only have to make right turns so you can keep turning on red. Right turns only.
Yeah.
No straight or left. Electing to go back. If you I guess good on you. If you value driving more than an internet connection.
You were going to save. If red lights are an inconvenience because you think it's wasting your time.
Yeah.
Slow internet will do more damage.
I mean, it does specify after dark.
So I guess in the summer,
that's not too bad.
Until 8 p.m.
Winter, that's pretty rough. Winter, it's like 4:35.
8 p.m. is when you're gonna come inside and like.
True. It really does.
Oh, let's watch a movie.
Yeah, I would just.
In this era, you have to go all
analog. Actually, I just act out every movie I want to see. I guess what it is. I put like a little sheet up and then I like puppet what I think it is.
Two more?
Sure.
Okay.
Only if you can find them. We don't.
Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
Ooh, no. I don't like that at all. Probably when. I don't need to know how.
Yeah, I think I would rather know when as well.
Because if you know how, then in theory, you're going to be afraid of that thing forever.
How only matters if the way you die is very common.
Sure.
Car accident.
Sure.
Heart attack, like a health condition, right? Or like something like that where it's just like, well, that doesn't fucking help me.
Sure.
If it's super niche, it's like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Oh, a plane falling out of the sky? I just won't go outside. And then a plane crashes through.
Well, right. I think I hate I think it would just force you to develop a fear of whatever.
When would be better because you can kind of like come to terms.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know? Yeah, how would lead to paranoia.
Right.
When.
What can you do?
You have to come to terms with it.
Yeah.
You actually.
You can kind of plan things a little better.
Yeah.
You don't have the I'm going to keep doing what I'm told. Because when I'm 60, I can do whatever I want. You know how things can play out. You can budget. This is what I want to focus on doing. I don't need to know how, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. All right, last one. Would you rather shoot your friend? Has to be your best friend. It clarifies.
Oh, no.
So who's your best friend?
You.
Okay. So would you rather shoot me and you become immortal, or have me shoot you so that I become immortal?
I don't know how much I want to become immortal. Realistically.
Sure.
I'm sitting here and my gut's I'm gonna shoot you. But it's also obviously.
Let's be clear.
But
I'm gonna kill you.
The minute I think about it even a second longer, it's well, I don't really want to be immortal. I don't really know if I truly see value in that.
I don't want to be immortal if you're not also gonna be immortal.
Right, that takes all the fun out of it. Then what do you do?
The whole concept of live forever and
but alone.
Yeah. that actually makes me way more sad.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it. I'd be
like
fine.
I could.
Like I would, you know, like,
sure.
but it would be infinitely better.
It's not nearly as appealing as I think it's supposed to sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's supposed to sound like it's a no-brainer.
And like, have your friend shoot you and they become immortal? What if I'm burdening my friend?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want.
Right.
Like, you haven't told me.
Like
We haven't talked about the scenario.
Right.
So you haven't told me that, like, you haven't sat here and been like, I don't know if I'd want to be immortal. I'm definitely going to shoot you. Like, you know, that has never happened.
Exactly.
So I don't know what you would want. So I wouldn't want to put that burden on you. So I'm definitely going to shoot you.
The idea that in this scenario, you're forcing me to shoot. Like, I don't know what's going on. You're forcing me.
I'm like, here, take this. I'm putting a gun in your hand.
Yeah, like you're forcing me
All right,
to
now
do
put your
it.
finger here. Aim it.
You're like, I promise you're gonna love this. I promise.
This is gonna be so cool. After you do this, turn it on yourself. It's gonna blow your mind.
Like again, in so many of these scenarios, I love that like it's kind of like the idea of like making a deal with the devil. Like only you know that you've made this deal. No one else knows what's going on, and they just see you like doing the craziest shit, not wearing clothes anymore, like
with your nipple-sized
penis.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, what is going on? And you can explain it, but no one will believe you.
Yeah. Lonely life.
It is a lonely life.
Lonely life to live.
Honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, would you rather questions have probably existed forever.
Probably not.
But like,
this thread's from 6 years ago. That's probably when it started.
They're really like not that good.
More often than not, yeah.
Like, you know what's better than a would you rather question?
What if?
Exactly. You can actually go somewhere with that. Even if it's fucking nowhere, you can go somewhere.
No, I would say a what if question reaches its max potential or reaches its wait.
No, you were getting somewhere.
A what if question is over as soon as it starts.
No.
Because the response to a what if question can always be, what if? Like, yeah, that'd be crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not to say that a what if question can't have a ton of potential. Like, I almost said that, but it's like, no, they do have infinite potential.
Right.
But at the end of the day, a bad what if question is just going to be met with, what if? A bad would you rather is still like a choice between two bad things that you do have to think about. Like, you have to come to a conclusion.
I guess.
I do think they're both shitty. I agree with you.
No, that's not what I said.
Right. So both of them suck, and I agree. And yeah, we managed to get 30 minutes out of that. So I did my job. Thank you very much. I'm going to go eat Cheez-Its.
All right. Thank you all for being here. You can find both of our socials in the description. You can find SMSoup Podcast on all streaming services, including YouTube. And make sure to come back next week. We're doing Movie Club, where we review the movies from 1975, Oscar-nominated Best Picture, something of the effect. I thought it said 75. 1975, just in case I didn't. So yeah, make sure you come back next week. We have lots of thoughts and feelings. And until then, stay brothy.
Stay brothy.